That's me. Here we go. Game is on here. Tushar back on the camera.
So basically, I mean, that's the thing. If you're with your parents, like, then
Wind is basically a non-factor right now. Manitoba in black, Queens in yellow. Also joining the commentary booth, Matt Snow has returned.
Yeah, can you just text me when you're
Oh, if you go under.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you, congrats.
I was gonna say, you got your whole team coming
No.
So your whole team is here.
Flick put up kind of a little bit in desperation. Might be a strip called there. Yes, there is. Strip is called. Strip yelled by from the crowd as well. Yep, and live streaming. Thompson McKnight just coming into our tent here.
On your roster.
How many people are on our team? A lot, 20 some.
Just give us the rest of your fellas. You guys don't have a roster?
You guys should count out nicely.
Somewhere, but
Give them
on my computer.
Give them one. They can share that.
I think it's about 25, but I mean,
Strip was called. Manitoba goes up 1-0.
that's a good call. Okay, hang on.
Shout out to David Tingle, who's watching.
He's probably the only guy watching.
Yeah, probably.
And all, people in Manitoba are watching.
He's in Tweed. What's going on?
25? Do you want to start thinking together?
Sorry?
Whip them together.
What's the program for you doing that?
Wirecast. So yeah, that's just so that I can get the video in there.
Is that the preview or is that the...
That's live. That's preview. So I've set up my next shot just to clear that.
This is way better than Ustream.
You can plug this into Ustream. So this is just going to another server.
Plug what into Ustream?
You can this can actually stream to Ustream. This software.
You don't have a board though.
Oh, my board's in.
Okay,
there.
so you do. That's how you can have two shots.
Yeah, and I can have 4 mics. And
Yeah.
Everything like that I need.
Do you want to start trying to list our roster? Figure it out.
There's no way.
25 enough?
I think 25.
There we go. Pull goes up,
As long as the O-line gets medals.
and it goes OB.
Four of us are
Look,
here.
that Nick guy's not getting a medal.
There's 25.
Oh,
and a free disc.
Oh, sick. Shotty.
I didn't call Shotty. Too sharp?
Technically-
Too sharp? What did I say?
It's technically a misprint, but
Why? Oh, you don't. I know
promise. I have it.
I know you have.
so 25.
You got it.
Hopefully that'll cover you, because I don't think there are any rosters bigger than 24. I think it was the largest roster.
So we had
if I
some
remember.
pretty
So
late, but that should be fine.
That's fine.
if you have an extra, your athletics department actually is supposed to get one too. So if they want.
Yeah. They'll fill the spot for
The same zone that Mark said that they would be playing, they are bringing out.
And he'll be like, oh, good.
I don't have any
This is-
more,
You guys are the most successful team at U of T. This is fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's streaming now and it'll be recorded.
Putting on YouTube.
Yep.
Is Jeffrey still around?
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for playing it early.
Thanks,
Yeah, congrats Toronto. Toronto receiving a medal here for all their hard work at this tournament.
Yeah, get out there and show it off, man.
Yeah, it's just on the end of the frame.
It's rusty gold.
There we go. That's where the
Exactly what the women said too.
Oh, you suck.
Sachin providing some great commentary here on this side.
Don't throw me under the bus like that. Don't say my name.
You have the most recognizable voice in Ultimate. Anywhere in the world.
In the best trumpeting.
Your horn is recognized everywhere.
That's what she said.
There's an appropriate use. We'll allow it.
My mom's probably not watching. It's okay. Not that she's the one who said it. What?
No, it was a good throw. It was just the cutter. It just
Yeah.
didn't go.
Clips from C's from Made It to the Weather Network.
Is he putting this or is he going to try to work this disc?
I've seen it on the Weather
Did
Network
you?
twice.
Well, looks like the wind's died down.
Get a radio interview too with the local radio.
I have to say, we're in a tent.
Which radio?
It is like...
Same zone going with a push zone.
Jesus, look at that.
Yeah, I saw Copa on the Weather Network last night and this morning.
Really? Well, we're probably one of the few clips of people.
Oh!
Fantastic read.
Yeah, and they were talking about the wind.
Someone better than you.
No, the guy's throwing stuff away at me.
Someone better than you.
Oh, nice throw. 21. Double happy.
And there we go. 2-0.
That's the...
So you
I
stole some
predict
medals?
Manitoba by 5.
We came in fifth!
Looking good. Christina, are you cold?
Not too bad.
Things are great. Yeah.
Yeah, I snapped them the other day.
I broke down.
Oh, that's why your Facebook status was.
I broke down Friday. I was just wearing shorts and a t-shirt out playing. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you are crazy.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even so much the wind. It was the
So it's later this
water
year.
on the field splashing on and it freezes with the wind.
It's a combination of everything. You would take
I see sun.
out one of the elements this
How's it going?
weekend.
Come on in.
How'd you guys finish?
So University of Waterloo finishes 5th. How did Laurier do?
10th.
10th. That's pretty good for the program.
11th. I apologize. 11th. But seated 15 going in. Nice year.
Turn.
Crawl, crawl.
Just walking it up the field here, not even a problem so far. This tighter defense here right around the zone should be appropriate. A little bit of comedy as the Waterloo guys are rolling through. Break attempt even though he had a cutter across. Angles on that just not working out well for them. Huck was probably going to come here out of the zone, but it's a straight up there. Not doing that push upfield anymore because the wind has died down a little bit. Score's still on the screen right now. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to fix that during a pause in the game.
Yeah, I've started one. Thank you.
That was a Mark. That was average. I said that was average. I do that in my dreams all the time. A drop midfield. This should have been a point for Queens right there, but they're left with really good position there in the middle of the field. Sorry, I got something in my throat. And a big put. But hopefully they'll be able to trap it on the line now. Thank you for helping. Weekend. I've been chatting with some people to see if we can if they want to make it even a one-day tournament.
Well, it all depends on the weather, right?
Yeah.
If it's nice
Foul
weather-
called?
If it's nice weather, 2 days is great.
This is rare, I think, recent history.
Oh, wow.
Timeout called after the foul. Taking their first timeout here is Manitoba. So those just tuning in, we've had some terrible weather this entire weekend, and now for this finals game we have the best weather all weekend. No. They'll bring a full truck. Here we go. Going to this game. If you haven't been watching some of our other games, the women's final was between Western Sharks and the Queen Bees, or Queens Bees. Don't know if that's still a term that they're still using. It's the last one I remember from a while away. So still Western versus Queens, and Queens won 8-6 in a final that started out rather windy, and then went from there.
You guys beat Compton or?
In third place was Loaf, the Guelph women's.
Hey, Tush, is there a bus?
Mark with a then a nice break throw. And brings it down, makes it 3-0. What's up? Is there a what?
Alright, let's see you guys later.
So, semifinals. Let's chat about those very quickly. Queens won on. You can go
That's our captain.
on Universe Point. Queens beat Toronto, UT, and Toronto is now taking third in the openers or men's division. Manitoba versus Carleton was a bit of a lopsided match. Manitoba went up 8-0, and then eventually won 15-3. It's a bit of a tough pill to swallow for Carleton. And then their match against Toronto for the bronze match, they also lost. So those are the results for the top set. Waterloo finishing 5th. Poll coming now. Apologies for the slow camera work. I'm running both the camera and the laptop for the stream at this point. Great laser through the middle, out of the cup. Just really open it up. Oh, this is where they switch into man. You usually do quite well. But there's the turn immediately. I'm gonna try hard to have the semis match up. I only got half of it. But basically every throw, Joe jumping just a little too early, being baited by the his defender. One of the two players I actually know on Manitoba,
I can't justify going at the party.
having met him just yesterday.
Yeah, that's it. Waiting for walking.
You can see the really tight cup and then just great laser out. Show there with the layout bit. And that's really the important thing here. Is that there's clean movement so far, but there is that great defensive pressure. And the better wind conditions are certainly helping out. 3-0. Oh, just a bit too much power. Wind not really an issue yet. Not the best decision there. Queens on the board, 3-1.
Yeah, the batch will be over there.
Manitoba continues to lead, but their huck and pin play. Mark not happy with that. He knows he's had a few poor throws in a row. He'll have to adjust, but he's basically played the entire weekend. They've been trying to roll lines a little bit, but this is finals. And I think fitness might become an issue soon. It's getting a little bit cooler and it's a bit cold out. They're not used to playing these sort of conditions, but maybe they are. They are from Manitoba. I was told that it was 31 and windy last weekend, so maybe with the wind chill it went down into the negatives.
Throw this back in here again.
Weird weather conditions. Remy on the field there on the right side of your screen for Queens. I think one of the up-and-coming star defenders. Canada and even players. He's developed quite a bit over the last little bit. He's quite well over the last little bit. Just don't want to say a bit twice there. Anyone see Andrew Carroll?
Please don't walk on the field.
Yeah. It's in the middle of the picking up the disc.
Mark there once again at the end of the disc. He's had so many interceptions, defenses, etc. No continuation throw available there. Andrew Carroll getting misstepped there. Mark might have gotten a piece of that. And Sachin with the horn there in the distance. Manitoba extends their lead. Queens ready on the line. Complete rotation.
You want to do this? You want to do?
It's going well, you? Yeah. Here we go. We're getting ready now. Right, so far, both zones have not been overly effective. It's just been drops. With the gentler wind, it's really going to bring out the huck play. We're going to see quite a few longer throws. The wind is at just the right angle on the field. It's a little bit of a crosswind, and it's letting the disc pop up. Cam now rolling under the camera. So once again, thank you to our viewers, thank you to our sponsors on the left side of the screen. Zone comes back out for Manitoba. It's a push zone right now upfield. The other direction, but there's lasers coming out of there, and they have been caught so far. So the players are prepared for it. It's in horizontal now. It's a big pop over the. It's a messy setup. Sorry, apologize for missing that. But caught in the corner of the end zone.
Sachin, you should go show him how to play. Why not? It costs more than $1.
I cost $1.
Who's got the horn? All right, so it's not Sachin with the horn. What? Yeah, we thought it was you. No, apparently someone else is trolling here. Apparently there are now
It's over
two
there on the
trolls.
sideline. There's like, it's like a silver horn. It actually has valves.
So here we go. The lead extended 5-1. How dominant is this team? They've had one loss to Carleton, I believe that was earlier this tournament. You can hear from the observer the stay on side call. It's always appreciated. Remember, it's for our own good.
They don't have to warn you. They can just call you offside.
They're the guardians of spirit. Great movement right now. Andrew Carroll with the disc. There he is. Finally found him. Zone giving them a lot of trouble. I think movement giving me a lot of trouble in keeping track of this disc. I think one of the adjustments that this team can make is that, with a big defender downfield in the deep spot with Mark Lloyd, they really can cheat in quite a bit more. Is there going to be some sort of call?
There's no way. There's no foul. There's actually no foul. Go to the sideline.
Sachin there yelling out foul call, but yeah, he's right. There was no foul there. That was a collision of two players. Mark actually gave up halfway through when he realized that there was a second defender coming through. But I think we should ask Linda, who's standing right here, what she saw. Well, actually, let's ask for a semi-professional opinion here. What happened there, Linda? Not what the call is. What happened?
I'm going to refrain.
Okay, you can just agree with whatever the call is after they've made it. No call made. Called off. Good discussion. This is what Ultimate's about. It's not about the game or throwing, it's about discussion and debate. How sad is that?
Sorry.
No worries. Every single one of these players is a good thrower, is looking for the huck. It's a very dangerous team when you can do that. A great block. As Mark said, Andrew Carroll is probably one of the best defenders in Canada. And Queens makes it 5-2. If Alex Davis is watching, yes, Mothership is in the finals. I believe that means you lose your beard. If not, I think Alex Davis should lose his beard.
Is it an ugly beard?
I think it's a pretty good beard, right? It's not
Are you
ugly.
searching for an upper lip? Sometimes they hide the fact that they don't have an upper lip.
Regardless, he must lose the beard.
Game of discussion.
Sorry. You must lose the beard. T1000, shave it. If you know him, message him, send him a message. Facebook's a good place. If not, find him there. Alex Davis plays for Furious.
Shout out to Derek Alexander.
Shout out to Derek Alexander apparently as well. Why? Just a shout out.
Number one fan.
Number one fan here
Number one stalker?
in the tent.
He didn't add me on Facebook.
He didn't add you on Facebook. We'll work on that. But Alex Davis, find him on Facebook if you see him in Sarasota. 5-2.
5-2?
I think so. A good zone out by Queens. Really bunchy. Manitoba's strengths have been when they've actually spread out their offensive players because they're really good at getting up on the side.
You would think with the wind dying down, they would stretch it out.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's really tight right now, but it's giving them more options. But they're looking for the huck. Not coming. Well, there's Mark. He'll probably huck it. Huck it. No, he doesn't huck it. That's not going to go well for his numbers.
Hammer!
Again, just moving it side to side. They know to put straight up on him. Give it back to Mark. A strip called, or a foul of some sort. There's a foul call. So this will come back. It'll just be what the style count goes to. Go to Sachin. Go to Sachin. Go to Sachin.
Is Yakov?
It's coming in 0.
Sorry, is one Yakov? Yeah, that's Yakov on the far side.
Oh, sweet.
Yakov and Ellen on this side, this corner.
Once again, oh, come on, we're looking for a huck here. It's more exciting. Mark with it.
Not it.
Wow.
I want to tee him up that way.
I was just talking about this.
Here we go. 6-2. Manitoba pulls out their lead.
Yes, just 2. Well, Christiane and Glenda, she's coming from Montreal, so she's got a really long drive. So, yeah. Whereas Ellen is staying overnight, and Yakov is in town. So, yeah. No, you can go. Play hasn't started.
6-2 here. Still in the first half. The open finals here at CUUC 2011 in Waterloo. Lovely sunny Waterloo, Ontario. It's just been a brilliant weekend here. There's been absolutely no rain or wind. Temperatures have been in the mid-20s Fahrenheit
Absolutely.
with a wind chill.
Bikini weather.
For apparently Linda, frigid lady. It's bikini weather. Cold as ice. That's what they call her. Linda, cold as ice, kudo. Shutting down all the young 20-year-olds at Poultry Days.
We're 25.
Go to Sachin. Go to Sachin. Go to Sachin.
Sachin has best
What can you see
perspective.
from there?
Sachin has best perspective.
If you hear a yipping sound, that's not actually a dog. That's Sachin yelling up. The microphone here isn't good enough, so you don't have that. Down is called.
What's the score?
6-2. World-class heckling here.
Of the sideline.
Remember, player's always a player.
Yep.
Okay, something Blady over the top.
Hammer.
I was playing Fantasy Ultimate with my friend. He picked Mark Lloyd, and I got 3 players, and he's still winning.
That's true.
As you can see, a bit of a travel there by Mark. Veteran play. 7-2.
Get rid of the Roselle.
So let me explain what just happened there. Foul was called. Mark actually moved his pivot foot away from the player who remained standing in one place, thereby creating disc space. And then when the play came back in, he had that disc space was maintained because the defender did not adjust. So remember, defense always adjust. If you want a prime example of that, when we post the Masters final from CUC, you'll be able to see just how much walking and wandering there was. I believe there were sometimes 5 to 10 yards gained in field position.
Are you gonna meter that out? Will you like have little overlays?
Oh, we'll try.
You should try.
If I have the time. Depends upon the comedic value. If there's no comedic value, no. Here we go, 7-2. Manitoba have extended their lead.
I'm saying Manitoba by at least 7.
Lundy here with a prediction, which means that it'll be wrong.
Yeah, that's probably.
Great pull here. You can just tell
Even on hard catch.
My money's on Queens.
next to no wind. Wow.
I was.
What is she doing?
I was
Shh, Linda, shh.
Expert advice.
We've not had poles go out of bounds on that side, so that can just tell you how little wind there actually is around here. They're going to be coming over here in the middle, just, there you go. Unfortunately, just nothing going. Mothership's way. This, and you know why? Because Alex Davis has not shaved his beard off yet. There. See, every time I mention the shaving of the beard, better stuff happens. 7-3
For Manitoba. Go Observers. Can always
Let's go,
support the
Sachin.
Observers.
Come on. Pick up that heckling.
Peter killing me wearing cleats so long.
Sachin letting us know he's going to pick up the heckling.
Right up my feet.
Shout out to John Hassel, you're awesome.
Seriously. Dinesh here with a Love Fest.
Shout out to Tushar, you're the best.
I know I am.
Yeah, I guess so. No, he said he had football today, so I'm like, what? You know, it's not too bad when we're all in one place. It's
Here we go, getting ready. 7-3. Manitoba scores this. They take half.
He's the manager of Busquets.
Yahweh. Leffler. Yahweh.
That was my 3-month gig
Wait.
in Vancouver.
Sure.
Yeah, that was their standard issue for all the employees. Have a desk job, but they felt the need to give me a carpet.
Yes, disc goes just OB right there by Craig.
Yep. Actually, it was like
Mark coming in the middle. So that's 2 poles that have gone OB on that side.
like first 18 days. There
Really gentle wind now.
was no sun, just over.
These teams have played in some pretty horrific weather so far this weekend. Fortunately, there was no snow, and the temperature stayed above 5 Celsius.
We had some hail.
There was no hail. Yeah, but there was no hail.
Yeah, there was hail.
Oh, was there hail?
Yeah.
Well, I
We
was.
had hill across the street at least.
Friday, Collins.
Turn on a swing pass. What I need to do is I need to get 2 cameras that are synchronized, and then I can have like an ultra wide shot.
For 3D.
Well, this game is being shot in 2D. We're seeing it in 2D right now, except Kenzie, who's got his 3D glasses on. Might need a medic. Seven 4. Player's back up. He's not lying there, but he's back up. There's a hard hit in our non-contact sport. Okay, this has happened quite often. Teams have come out, or Manitoba's come out hard, and they've just played a really dynamic game. And teams have not been able to keep up for the last little bit, but then there's an adjustment. And they're back in the game. I think the adjustment now will have to be by Manitoba, who are taking a timeout. What are they going to do? At this point, in order to bring themselves back into this game, they've basically given up 2 or 3. Kenzie states more Lloyd is needed.
We haven't called his name in at least 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah,
More horn.
it's true. Yeah. More.
Love fest there.
Mothership here, doing well. Ever since Alex Davis started considering to shave his beard, or has already started shaving his beard, or has finished shaving his beard. We don't know Alex. Please send us an update. Live at IamUltimate.com. Or you know where to contact me. Let us know, please. We need to know the status of your beard ASAP.
Queens depends on it.
Yes.
And the phone's buzzing already.
No, I'm gonna check Facebook to see if he had a chat with me. Uh, 7-4.
That was a hard hit.
Yeah.
So, what we want to do is open these up. So we can just throw them here. We need 20. Oh, Stu's this year.
Stu's laugh on the sideline. You can.
What we need to do is open up the 25 and like the biggest roster. So that it's easier just to give you guys a chance.
Great pull, middle of the end zone. Mark Lloyd, of course, not the Lloyd. The Lloyd lives in Cleveland. Was in the U.S. Army. Hammer thrown.
Nice.
Finally.
Games.
Oh, great put.
Beautiful. Oh, man. Oh.
Fantastic put. He just adjusted right under the hands. Travel called. Travel called. I believe I disagree.
I believe that wasn't the travel.
Leffler also. Go to Sachin! Go to Sachin! Okay, point called. Half.
Manitoba's looking really strong here.
8-4. Manitoba takes half. And all these other players run across.
Well strong here from us.
Well, heading home. Or actually to the sideline to get a better view.
McMaster's sitting there.
Who are those guys? That's Waterloo, sorry, Waterloo guys.
Those are close players. Teams with the same colored jerseys. It's hard to tell. Us, 12, and Manitoba.
That'll be a wild figure.
Exactly. I don't see
Manitoba, them, and us are the same jerseys. Same colors.
All right, so first half recap. What can we say? Manitoba came out quite strong. They looked like they were going to be rolling again. The wind has died down. The rain has stopped. The sun will come out exactly after the tournament is over.
Forecast actually says
Yeah, that's what the forecast is. I can see it in the distance. So, great weather conditions to be actually playing in. Both teams have still been playing zone, push zone adjusted with a straight up mark as well from time to time. Depends on who has the disc, and Manitoba's been playing it quite well. Queens has had a few drops. Manitoba has had a few throwaways. The air battles have generally gone Manitoba's way. Defensively, I think both teams are strong. 8-4, no ways out of reach by Queens. They had a little bit of a drive back, but it's still looking quite good.
We're just gonna say hi to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ron!
Oh wait, let me zoom out. Yeah, go ahead.
Ron! How are ya? Miss ya!
Can they hear it?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hi, Ron. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Crowd coming in here. Leffler walking across the screen now. Leffler. Okay, going into the second half.
There's some consolation. Is it field day?
Over in the corner over there.
There's that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, just step over. Or they're all the same actually. So that's what place.
There you go.
Don't walk on the field.
Non-ultimate folk. Hey, thanks for tweeting me by the way.
No worries. Yeah, it was tricky. Anyhow, we're now coming back with Mothership going to be receiving for the second half. That's Queen's Mothership. Again, Alex, we need to hear from you about your beard. We still haven't heard about Alex Davis's beard. Big floaty pull. This is really going to get them. Brody Spit 21, if you're around. Sorry, just Brody 21. I don't know why I keep mentioning your middle name there. Smith. You know, teaching that if you get a longer pull, the better. I think they're also, if you can aim for a 6-second pull, it's in great shape. Just completely baited there. And then the disc. A lot of very quick action there. Sorry about that.
There is damage.
In that corner. Once again, the wall comes back on. They're really getting into this line.
I don't know. I got one, so I'm good now.
Mark
They're nice.
misreads a little bit of disc, but great grab by Queen's player.
It might be down there. The peanut butter was there. Second.
That's
Great wide mark. Queen starts out the second half.
Like, no.
Spikes it, air spikes it, runs a lap
We're at 8-5.
and then camera follows him, comes back and
You took him the gold medals and ceases.
Who's one of the goals now?
Those are bronze medals.
Worth a shot.
9.
Use a disc. See, he said German thing too.
Exactly. It's a good town for that.
I would just like to say there's a large amount of bagels.
If they're that hungry, they'll
Yes.
figure it out.
Andrew made sure that, especially after the other tournaments, that there would be plenty of food available for players.
I've got apples.
And apples.
I can bring apples.
We have a lot of food.
Apples everywhere. Please take a
there's
case home with you.
bananas.
I've got 2 in my car.
If it's warm out, then apples get eaten quite quickly. If it's not,
Apples
Bagels
are like
always
rocks.
get eaten though.
I enjoyed them if no one else did.
oh,
Yes, I actually had 2 apples this weekend.
uncharacteristically bad throw by Mark.
Oh yeah, especially you, Mr. Junk.
He's a little bit focused for this game.
No,
Sorry, Jar, your table's getting demolished.
Yeah, I know, but it's just that near the laptop's the only issue.
No worries, I got it.
Everything else is
I'm
fine.
not quite sure what I'm going to do with all the apples that are in my car.
Mark Wood.
Makes up for it. But he's to be doing that, so I think that's just a standard average play from Mark.
see if they'll take the merman shelter.
Yeah, I know there's one there on Charles Street.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is that yours?
I know we have
Yes.
to ram downtown. They'll try to take it.
Okay, thank you.
You see his face and what you got
Like, I'll take some home, but I don't think I need that many.
Unfortunately, not touched by a Queens player.
Bags to get to grocery store for your produce. So if you want a bag to put
Manitoba players right now unhappy with themselves just a little bit for some unknown reason. They've had 2 hucks just not work for them. They're gonna have to dig deep now. They want the medals. You can probably hear them in the background being counted, laid out.
No, the bagel, there's still one more. Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
There's a whole whack of them.
Should we just maybe set them out here on the turf, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, it was raining earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still staying with their zone.
Or we can just keep this in here.
Can you grab this one bagel and check something in that one? And then I'll put that in. Just grab the bagel. She's got the box there. Oh, you're gonna eat it? Okay, all right, that's fine. Any more garbage?
8-6. Queens coming back into this.
And is there any more garbage?
Yeah,
There's still more. Yeah, they're right
Just put them outside.
put them all in one here and
Yeah.
we can
8-6. We've got a game on our hands, folks.
Yeah, peanut butter though.
Someone had it on the ground. It might be out there now. Flowers had it last.
Okay, all right. No problem.
Any more peanut butter jam left over?
There's peanut butter over.
Oh no, I mean like the storage.
Yeah, we have probably like 6 or 7 things of peanut butter. So we
Right over here.
we'll sort it out once we get go over there, but we have enough.
We'll figure it out. So that should meet up like next week.
Here we go. Hands are up. Players are ready. 8-6. Manitoba needs to convert this one to get or to really stay in the game. Mentally, that is.
Probably not cold. It's not
I don't even know.
Great read on the disc there.
Well, one was for you, one was for Jar, and the other one was for you.
drink that too, Shar? Do you want it or?
Um,
It's getting cold. That's all. Someone drink
oh,
it.
okay, I'll drink it
Yeah.
if it
I don't
needs
know
to be
who
drunk.
it's for, like,
I get it. Yeah, I'll drink it if it needs to be drunk up.
sure. I just assumed it was for whoever was in here. I didn't even know they were delivered until
Oh,
when I was doing the
Did you get the quote? You got the quote. Yes, good. All right.
I know, I
you
heard
didn't say that.
you
Anyways,
say the hot chocolate.
great
Before I leave, I was like, we'll grab that
play there.
chocolate. I knew that. I didn't realize.
Just good movement overall, good patience. 9-6, Manitoba leads.
But it's still okay.
A break now would
Still there. We saved you 2 pepperonis.
be pretty big. Medic over here? No. Linda, can we get medic?
I think main tent has them.
The main tent has
Yeah.
I don't know what happened here.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, we need your
I
names.
will text someone.
Should I run over?
Yeah, please. Do you want it?
In the main tent?
The main tent should have them. Sorry, I think they were just monitoring the last round of games.
over there. We should just get them over here then.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
just-
there were a lot more games on, so. What'd you do?
Got a strange bump. I don't know if like a blood vessel box or something, but it doesn't feel like a burn. So. I feel like
Good long put, trapped in their own end zone right now. The zone comes on.
it feels.
Easy flip to the sideline.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a bit on the disc and then
There's a doctor on the food stand. He's not even playing right now.
center back to Mark now. Pick called. Weather's really helped with putting players on the sideline. I think this. If we had this weather all weekend, everyone would have been happy. Great break. It's a great backhand break as well. It's harder to get across, but that says a lot about the depth of this team. Pick called again. Manitoba. 10-6 if they can get this.
If you go underneath, you'll be in the movie.
Yeah, just go under. Thank you. Down in front. That's all right. It's a stoppage in play. A little bit of a push pass there. It's no time for lack of speed right now. Great threading through. Just great crossfield plays and movement everywhere. 9-7.
Congrats for that. It wasn't there when we started. Fat ass trying to run. Last time we went on one. There's like yeah, that's what it was like.
Just see where it is because there was a part where we had to.
I guess our medical staff, they were,
There was no medical staff. I
yeah, I
just
guess
found
they
out.
just ended their shift or something. One in the ambulance, or
There's a doctor on your team as well. There's a doctor on your team.
Oh, also if
Thank you.
Lena and Wayne, they're next week, so they're on the women's team.
oh, on the good. Okay. And Michelle too. Michelle too. Michelle Wayne. Yeah, there's a nurse here too. Okay,
Lena and Wayne.
our doctor
There's two. So Michelle is still here.
I'll give them a
Great big pull goes up. Looks like it's floating OB right now. And it's out. Oh, it's coming back in. No, it's still out by 20 yards. It was that close. Open-ended.
Is it water? Oh, it's dirty. Because I've had that before. It turns mixed to your body. It just pops. Like I've had bubbles. That's not good. No, it just goes down. It's yeah. Ice nail go down. Okay. It's not.
Mark with the disc.
I just wanted to check it out in case like a blood vessel burst or something like that.
It's a lot of crisscrossing players there. But a bit of a foul there.
Did you text you to see
I
if he's ready?
didn't check text him, but
He may already be on his way home.
he's off until tomorrow. But cleaning up the trash. Well, it's not really trash. It was a good floaty pull, throw. There are 3 players under it. And the horn toots away. 10-7. Go well.
I got a couple of pictures I could use it help with IDing.
Okay.
Do you have a break or
I'm gonna keep filming. Do you know which team it was? Yellow or black?
yellow and black?
Okay.
Actually, the guy that's injured, number 7, they got him catching that frisbee that got injured.
Okay. Was it big number 7?
Blonde hair.
Oh, yeah, he's on the sideline still.
Yeah, we just gave
Yeah.
us two.
You just get his name from him directly. Yeah, we don't mind you chatting with people.
Man, how can we get these photos?
That's for the record.
Yeah, any chance?
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot my sent something for it. Right there, the one with
Should have something.
No, hold on, I might have one.
10-7. Yeah, I don't have a pen, but he's Dinesh is checking.
Okay. There's one more I'd love to get an idea on.
89 on black.
Actually, it's number 3, and then the other guy.
Foot block.
You might be able to identify that guy from zoomed in.
Number 3.
Right here. Wow. The Manitoba player who was zoomed in, you might be able to identify him by appearance of the general strike players.
Absolutely. Oh, I think he'll know everyone on his team.
You might be able to identify through that.
Queens maintains with it after a chance for.
She's number 11 on.
Can I leave this with you as a lost and found item?
Alright. Oh, he's right over there. I can get you all the names right after the game because they're all going to come and line up here afterwards. So.
Okay, well, I'll just head over and see what I can do because I've got to get going.
Okay. But even if you email me, I'll get you the names afterwards.
Boston.
10-8. Andrew Carroll with the disc here, giving instructions. Remember, guys, try to score. Catch the disc, simple passes, easy. You're getting used to it. I mean, it's different weather than what they're used to, but it still goes OB.
Defensive play by
Yeah,
Yakov.
Yakov.
Saves Ben's jump.
Yakov getting into the game, finally. Realizing he can make this happen. He can go home with a medal.
Yep, absolutely.
Jerry, did you observed? I remember you observing during some of the finals at CUC 2007.
Yes, yes, I did.
Here we go.
Have a good memory.
Oh, everyone's under this.
still up there.
Play,
You just
play
need to set up
stop.
a
You can
limbo
walk.
pole here so people know how low they need to go.
And he just needs to be going off like a little.
Jerry, are you certified?
No.
2007, you didn't need to be.
There were people certified.
There were.
Yeah.
But not when he was around. He was juniors and masters final, right? Or was it just juniors?
Going.
C.
Yeah, they don't matter.
CUC or CEUC?
C's.
CUC.
You can even see them in the videos. Hey, John.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, you?
CUC, yeah, I remember. That's.
That guy
That
with
was
the
Toronto,
400
right?
millimeter lens there, he
This is the record.
yeah, he's from the record, but he has a picture of a guy laying out, and the guy's laying out like a half field, and it looks like it's sort of like right there.
So you need a 400
background
now.
is just completely.
You want a 400.
Yeah, but I don't have 12 grand lying around, you know, like.
Yet.
You know what you do? Talk to your boss about a raise. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about going the other way. No, I'm kidding. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Maybe just not that big a raise. Yet.
You know what?
I just gotta work harder, I guess. Yeah.
How about just a year-end lump sum like
Yeah,
bonus?
yeah. We'll,
It would get taxed. That's the problem.
maybe we can charge it to the tournament. How about that?
Those observers are costing us a fortune.
We'll just go out
I believe it's
11.
You're lucky we
Yeah,
didn't
11.
pay for any like other stuff.
You know what? I don't even know anything about that yet.
Oh,
until
yeah,
I
no,
talk to
that's-
Badge.
It's a game of 15 or 17.
That's. Is
15.
it part of your budget?
Oh, sorry, where's the disc?
Taken out of your budget? It's just CUC or CUC.
Andrew, looking for the huck? Smart play so far. But better defense. And then he's going as well, but no double happiness.
You get four. You get four people with that.
Ooh, bit of a floater. Joe brings it down. 12-8.
When's score now?
There's no time cap ever. No,
So it's just
there is a time cap. It'll be in about 45 minutes maybe.
Are they playing to 15 or 17?
15.
So it's still possible that they win by 7.
Still possible, yes. Do you think it's going to happen? Lundy.
Not anymore. I'm not sticking to my guns. I am clear.
Where'd my wallet go? That might be fairly important. There it is. It's Waterloo. Like I went yesterday to the other fields, left his full setup here. Just left. Came back, everything was still here. Not like in Kingston, they would have sold it for weed.
If there had been one disc here, it would have been gone.
Yeah, the disc gone, yeah.
It could have been in your bag.
Yeah. Came back. There's no disc anymore. Not even an IOU. Oh, might not have been the best timed huck.
Is Mark off?
Is Mark off right now? No, I think that's him walking to the disc.
Was not him with the D though.
No, not him with a D. They went with the man there, which is
The wind is pretty much
Well, I don't
stopped.
think they've been scored on time yet.
calls for do it.
Oh!
Wow, good distance though on that greatest attempt.
We're working the field.
It's not really the greatest if it's not for a point. The whole idea is to make it the greatest player. What do you call it? Average. Hey, we had one this time. Almost good. Back-to-back tournaments, we had our greatest. Back-to-back years.
Come back to the middles.
Carol?
Yeah, that's Carol.
Carol has very distinctive face.
What are you saying?
That, I don't know, there's like a lot of muscle behind them. Like they're really whippy.
Andrew Portwine being interviewed by media presently. Don't know if it's paper-based or alive.
What's the score now?
12-9 Manitoba now.
Yeah, my prediction's no longer valid.
That's right, Lundy. We know. You were wrong right from the start. Since the future's already been decided.
Looks like they're gonna play a spirit game.
Gathering in the middle of the field here. It is now time for the traditional releasing of the hats. They will try to see who can throw the hats the highest. And those with hats will exchange those with those who don't.
Very, very traditional.
Yeah, the traditional
Deeply embedded in Frisbee.
ultimate. 2 geese have now flown above. That too is traditional. Tradition is very important here in ultimate. Observers off to the side discussing where they're going to eat tonight.
What are they doing?
That too is tradition. Jerry asking what they're doing. Traditional as well.
Doesn't even look like.
And finally the cheer.
I think I did.
If you would be keeping track, all the hats have been exchanged. Those who with hats no longer have hats. Those without hats now have hats. Tradition is maintained.
To go around.
They always have an even number. That is part of, that's in the rules of ultimate, as is tradition.
I must have missed it the last time I read them.
Yes. That is why Lundy does not have a hat, and you do have a hat.
Ah, gotcha.
I put my hat away just because of tradition.
The hats to no hats ratio is always maintained.
They're so shaggy.
If there's an odd number of people, there's a half hat brought on as a stair. Or the hat is dug up or buried somewhere, as is tradition. For those of you wondering what I'm actually saying, it's a reference to the South Park episode that covered the royal wedding, where they basically pointed out that there were a lot of traditions. They also made fun of the silly hats, but I think everyone did. Remy coming out with a hard mark now. I'd actually like to see a Mark, a Remy matchup on Mark.
Remy and Mark?
Yeah. That would be pretty interesting, right? Like,
No, I don't think
Remy's pretty athletic.
so. He is, but
Like an air battle between the two?
Mark every day. Remy doesn't have that great.
Lundy, you do realize that you're incorrect quite often.
This is true. This is true.
Sorry. We now have a score of 13-9. Mothership looking still in this game. Plenty of time left.
Not down by 7.
We'd just like to send a shout out to several people. Rose, Mia Fidanzata, if there's any Italians watching, great to see you as well on the stream. Rahil, thanks for giving us feedback. Shouts to the Newfies in Newfoundland and outside, but not if you're in Manitoba. Who else did we send a shout out to? I don't know, I think that's about it. I think we have 3 or 4 viewers, tops. No, we have many more, but
Can you tell how many people are logged?
I will afterwards. I've been keeping track, but there's too much stuff going on right now. Who else do we want to give a shout out to? It's important. Shout outs are so important. I mean, rappers give them out all the time. And they do seem to do rather well.
Hey, we made it onto the Weather Network.
Yeah, shout out to the Weather Network.
Mark there. Player staying down. Nope, no injury. Thank goodness. But a foul might be called. We're going to go to Sachin on this if we can. No. No call. Hey guys, the orange didn't go off. Game on called. No foul call. Good call. Or conversation.
Touche, what's the score?
12-8, 12-9, 13-9. Sorry, I only know numbers when they're kept track of.
Very dramatic post slide.
You gotta be careful that doesn't hit anyone. Here we go, 14-9. Game point.
Oh, I mean Manitoba.
This,
Yo, tell me when, tweet when strike wins. I mean Manitoba, sorry.
yeah, you've made that joke 3 times as you walked along.
Leave me alone, Tusha. I want to get another tweet, okay?
Okay. It's a pretty important point here.
So that, if you heard a horn, that's not the horn.
There's a car horn over there, was that it?
No, someone stole an air horn from Batch. Batch just tweeted me saying, that's not the horn, some jerk from,
Waterloo?
no, Gil.
McGill? Okay.
Someone stole a horn and
Timmy or Billy?
No, or Rumi, yeah. Rumi might have done that. You can't put it past Rumi. All right, I guess this is the time to actually talk about the thing I want to talk about. Now that we've got a good number of viewers, we want to talk about a little conversation I had with a few of my friends at Easterns, where we talked about teams pulling a goat and how people were taking goat's name and making it mean different things.
Score the golf Mac game was.
So,
No one does. I don't know if that's coming back. Oh, I guess so.
Lundy again. And Mark posted about it. It's that he'd been hearing quite often, and it wasn't even an issue of taking criticism. It was just outright, just
Ridicule.
yeah, exactly. It was ridicule, and it's unwarranted. It's Mark there with a nice slide tackle. And this is pretty personal for him. I mean, he's won 6 silvers over several championships, or sorry, 5 silvers. This would be 6 if they finish second here. He's not won a gold yet. So I'm gonna pay attention because it might be game point coming up here.
This could be it.
But
This could be it. This could.
all right, no more silvers for Mark right there.
tweet Alex.
Tell him he's a jerk.
And there we go. 15-9 is your final.
I was 1 point off.
Lundy was wrong
By 1
by,
point.
by 1 point, but still wrong. Okay. So I think it could be a serious.
Alex. Tell him he's a jerk. But they won.
Well,
You're a jerk, but General Strike 1.